Hello ladies and gentlemen, Mitchell Blake with FISHIBX, and today I wanted to bring you an episode on fly fishing. We're sitting in July now, and wanted to kind of explain how the system does over the course of a season, over a year. I love striper fishing. We have a phenomenal striper fishery here. I fish all three systems: Pamlico, Noose, Roanoke. I do all, chase stripers everywhere. It's one of my loves. But in transition over to fly fishing, I wanted to touch base on something. I use a lot of big poppers on the fly rod chasing stripers. Talking about caliber stuff this size. Look at that guy. Moves a tremendous amount of water. Pretty large bait profiles. And it took a couple years. I was seeing that I would try to fish that exact same profile throughout the year. Otherwise, if you started in January, February, March, I was using all big baits. April, May, June, I see stuff starting to fizzle a little bit. July, even more. And I started trying to do some research. Hey, why does a large profile bait work so well on stripers, and then it just seems like it fizzles out? I know the fish are still there. I know they're probably more hungry than ever, and I started noticing in areas that we fished that the bait fish population is specifically to fry throughout the summer. July seems to be the month that it would really kind of peak, that the fishing would fall off, but you'd start seeing a tremendous amount more, bait. So in doing what I know about fisheries and soft plastics, I started downsizing the profile to try to figure out, hey, I wonder if, I would see fish busting on bait and, throw that big profile over there and work it, pop, 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 and nothing. You wouldn't get a taker. You might get a swirl, might get a checker, something follow it up, but it wouldn't eat it. And I was like, man, they're sitting there, I'm watching them feed on bait. A lot smaller profile bait. Should have registered a long time ago. Hey, I need to change that profile. So if you're, and I did actually, if you look right here, I started throwing these little, these smaller gurglers as opposed to a larger profile. And if you're tying these yourself, you can make, the hair, you can kind of trim that down and make it whatever profile you want, even a smaller pattern than that. And I started seeing my catch ratio go up. And, in thinking about it, it works not only with poppers. I've got poppers out right here in front of me, but, even with the flat wing profiles, wintertime, I would throw, pretty large flat wings. That's a pretty large bait fish pattern. As I came into the summer months, a lot of times I was having to downsize it to get the same results. Like I said, I knew the fish were there. A lot of difference in profile, patterns similar, color similar, but the actual profile of bait much different. So if you're fly fishing and running into a lull, and the fish are there, you actually actively, in the case of topwater, sometimes you'll actively see them feeding, and you're making some shots over there, not getting bit or not having the success on the water that you would like to. Think about switching that profile up a little bit. Give it a change, downsize it, match that hatch. I can't tell you how many times we've been on the water over the past month and actually see fish cutting bait. And, you're making a cast over there, presenting a fly pattern, a top water, even goes for soft plastics. You're making a cast over there to active fish and not getting bit, or maybe you get a little bump. But keep in mind on that profile, if you're an active fly fisherman, mix up a little bit, make sure you've got several things in your box of different profiles, and see if it doesn't increase your fishing on it, at the day's end. Even throughout the summer months, as the fry gets bigger or the bait gets bigger, up that profile. I guarantee it'll make a more successful day. If you guys are looking for a charter, do look us up, fishibx.com. We'd love to have you. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out. And be sure to sign, click, subscribe, and we've got some more videos coming out that hopefully at the end of the day, I'll help you catch a few more fish.